This is music. This is the devil, and these are some details. The Accusation Network has reached 5,000 subs, which is an amazing milestone. Congratulations on that. Do check out the channel, by the way, if you're interested in metal music. It's a vinyl community channel, super high production value, looks great, sounds great, smells great, I'm sure. And great content and lots of knowledge brought to the table as well, so do check it out. Now, he's launched a contest to celebrate those 5,000 subs, and the theme is the devil's in the details, so it's a bit of a challenging one for sure, but that's what makes it fun. The rules are as follows. Show an album where there is a guest appearance from somebody from another band, and of course talk about that guest appearance and so on and so forth. Show an album where one or more members only appear on that album and then they're out of the band. Then show an album where there is a non-human, so an animal, doing vocals on there somewhere. Show an album with a song that has an unusual instrument in it, unusual in the perspective of rock and hard rock and metal, of course. Show an album whose members are from different countries, and show the most unusual album in your collection. Up first, a cool guest appearance. I've opted for Rob Halford's appearance on this album, America's Least Wanted by Ugly Kid Joe. And I'm thinking of the song Goddamn Devil, where he sings the chorus. And it's just that, you know, the quality of his voice, his delivery just fits the song perfectly. And it does take the song up to a higher level. He sounds great in this song, just although it's just the chorus that he sings. Just nice to hear his voice, especially around this time, right? When this came out. So, great little appearance by Rob Halford. Up next, an album where one or more members only appears or appear on this album and then is or are out of the band. I got this one here, Napalm Sticks to Kids by Artcore. The entire band is out of the band after this album, as far as I understand. It's a one and done band. Crossover thrash, good stuff, fun stuff as well. So there you go. Up next, an album that features vocals by a non-human or an animal. I've opted for this one here, Dance of Death by Iron Maiden. I know it's popular to hate on Iron Maiden after Bruce Dickinson's return, and hey, if you don't like it, you don't like it, and that's fair enough. But I do like everything they did after Bruce Dickinson returned as well, and I'm not an apologist because I genuinely like it. Anyways, I've opted for this one, and the song I'm thinking of is Passchendaele, and kind of an epic song penned by Adrian Smith. As far as I understand, he wrote most of it, and he wanted to try to write a more epic, a longer song, because he normally writes shorter songs, or he used to do that up until this one. So the outcome was Passchendaele, an epic song about a battle in World War I, I think. And the non-human vocals I'm thinking of is there is an eagle's scream at some point in the song, which just takes the level of epicness a mile up, if you know what I mean. Great song. Up next, an album with some unusual instrumentation on it in the perspective of rock and metal. I've opted for this one, Roots by Sepultura. an album that everybody seems to hate as well. I quite like it. It's very different from, you know, their thrash metal classics. This is more like groove metal. The song I'm thinking of is actually, it's mentioned on the hype sticker here. It's Attitude, and it opens out with an introduction played on an instrument called the berimbau, which is a Brazilian instrument, Afro-Brazilian instrument. It has roots in some African instruments. It's a one-string instrument. Basically, it's kind of a bow with one string on it, and then you have a calabash or cabasa, whatever you want to call it, to serve as kind of a resonator. You can basically do, depending on who you ask, there are 2 notes you can do on it, or 3 notes, depending on who you ask. And typically you strike the bow with a stick, and you also have like a kashishi, which kind of is a kind of rattling thing, although it sounds like they don't use the kashishi on this one. The berimbau has a very, very unique sound. They use it in capoeira. It's the main instrument in capoeira, and I think it's Max Cavalera who plays it on this song. So he plays a very simple berimbau intro, and it's just haunting, especially if you have done capoeira, if you do capoeira, if you're a capoeirista, your ears will perk up immediately. Up next, an album where the members are from different countries. I went with this one. It's not an album, it's an EP by Jagged Edge. You got an Italian member in here, you have a Swedish member, and you have some British members. So there you go. It's a bit of an international band for sure. And up last, the most unusual album in my collection. Now, I don't really have anything super weird in my collection. And I was thinking, well, technically an unusual album could be one that kind of deviated from the majority of the music that was in my collection, but I didn't go that way. I actually went for this one here by Maximum The Hormone, mostly due to the packaging, but also due to the music. Now it looks like a straight up kind of, what is it called? Long box, digi pack kind of thing, but it's a digi book. First off, what makes it unusual is it came with this kind of zine. This is the guitarist of the band, and it's a Japanese band, so it opens like this, and you know, you got some, I mean, I have no idea what it says in here, but you have this almost kind of like mini zine that comes with it, so that's pretty cool. The box here, or digi whatever here, comes with an OB strip, some pretty cool black and white cover art, some offensive stuff on the back, but whatever. And of course, from my perspective, it's also unusual that it opens up this way, but it wouldn't be unusual in a Japanese perspective. But the cool thing is that it comes with obviously the CD, and then it comes basically with a massive, that's why it's a digibook, massive one with a manga in it, so a Japanese comic book, and also, you know, write-ups and stuff. So that's one part that makes it unusual. Another part that makes it unusual is the music itself. These guys are known for just mixing up genres in a seamless way. The core sound is somewhere in between punk and groove metal, but they bring in so many different genres. So everything from grindcore to bubblegum pop, and it works. So this is probably one of the most unusual albums in my collection. So there you go. This was my entry into the contest, Devils in the Detail. Again, congratulations to the Accusation Network for reaching 5,000 subs. That's amazing. Thanks for watching.